Welcome back to BVE 2016. In my studio with me now is the lovely Jamie from ADDER Technologies. How is BVE for you
Very good
this
so
year?
Yeah, first morning's been fantastic. I'm really happy with the footfall that we've seen coming through the door. Started off straight away at 10 o'clock, so that was good. Good start.
You didn't have a big night out last night, Jamie?
No, we were very sensible last night. Prepared for a good show.
Tell me the type of, the quality of the people that are coming through the door.
So far, it's been a real variety of end users. I think so far today we spent a lot of time with our existing partners, existing customers who are coming back for a refresh on some of our technology. But we're spending a lot of time with system integrators, high quality conversations about future projects that are coming up, which is good. So yeah, it's been a really good start to the morning.
So in a nutshell, I want to know about your product.
Yeah, of course.
KVM.
Yep. Keyboard,
switches.
video, mouse.
Keyboard, video, mouse.
Yes. So our
Why
technology.
do we need these?
Well, there's a whole variety of reasons. Our customers are typically looking at having a product being used in an environment which is slightly different to the normal office environments that many of us work in day to day. We work across a number of different industries, and broadcast is one of those. Really, we're working what we class as mission critical applications or critical operations. So the broadcast studio, post-production environments, but we also do a lot of work in the utilities world. We do a lot in air traffic control environments, nuclear power stations, that type of environment. Our product is effectively connecting the user to either one or many computers, but those computers exist somewhere else from the environment the user's sitting in.
Is this a physical product, or are you talking about software technology here?
Bit of both. So predominantly hardware-based, and our background is very much in hardware-based platforms. But we're seeing a real increase in the amount of software involved in managing those systems, and our users are taking more control about how they manage that system and how they interact with the rest of their IT infrastructure. So as IT infrastructure increases in broadcast, we're then seeing the rise of KVM technology to support that need.
Actually, before we go on, I need to mention you are from ADDER Technology.
Yep.
You're on stand C06.
That's right, yep.
So if anybody wants to come and see you, where are you located in the hall today?
So we are, if you come in the front doors and walk left straight from the first aisle,
yes,
we're in C06, so we're on that front line. We're actually on stand with Lundhausi, who are one of our partners. We're showing our product in line with some of their custom broadcast furniture. So you get to see the two working together.
And if anybody wants to tweet you, Jamie, you are at ADDER.
ADDER, yep, at ADDER.
What's the snake? I like that.
Okay, so the story, the business started about 31 years ago, originally as ADDER Publishing. So the logo was designed to actually fit very neatly on the end of a book, so that when the book's on the bookshelf, see there, nice shape, nice square. So yeah, the name ADDER comes from both the snake and the initials of our MD today, our founder, Adrian Dickens. And so yeah, it's developed into the logo that you see today.
Lovely. Tell me about some of your customers then, common challenges your customers face.
So as I said, customers really are sitting in TV studios or radio studios. We're seeing more IT infrastructure being used to manage the broadcast facility, and the access to those computers is pretty critical. First of all, our customers often want to get the computer outside of the broadcast studio. They don't want the noise and the fan of being produced underneath the desk. It's very inaccessible, so if you're a live broadcast and you need to access those machines, you don't want to have someone climbing under the desk while you're live on air. So we take the PC and we put it into a back-end server room where engineers can get to that technology, they can maintain it properly, and the life cycle of that machine goes up. At the same time, the customer wants the flexibility of controlling lots of different screens. So they may be sat at a desk with one or two displays and want to access a whole raft of different machines that are sitting somewhere in the background. So two different challenges. First of all, getting the machine away from the user environment, and secondly, being able to then give access to all of those computers very flexibly. And so we define that under the banner of what we call high performance KVM. And part of that is putting those systems over existing networks, whether those be from Cisco or HP or Brocade or other IP manufacturers, and connecting our product together over that IP network.
So talking about IP, what are the advantages of IP technology?
Well, I think we're seeing them throughout broadcast. In our world, it comes down to really, first of all, the cost of implementation. Obviously, as IP becomes more widely available at lower cost. The actual cost of the hardware itself has been reduced. The flexibility then that gives you is huge. So being able to scale your systems up and down is a real advantage. We're seeing installs that might have 10 computers or 100 computers or 1,000 computers, but all being able to implement it with the same hardware and software. Of course, then moving across sites. So if you're looking at a campus, larger facilities being able to roll out KVM across a campus without the need for having localized systems that don't interoperate with each other. So we're seeing a big move from customers, particularly in the post-production world, linking multiple sites together, being able to do remote editing when they need to.
Excellent. Now, Jamie, you are the sales manager for ADDER.
Yep.
Anybody watching this, in a nutshell, why should they invest in your... Are we buying your products or renting your products?
We're buying and installing and hopefully working with partners for a long time after that.
Why are we buying your products?
So predominantly, we're a UK manufacturer. So one of the keys that we provide, first of all, is very high quality product, very highly reliable. Especially in this world, in a live broadcast environment, reliability is one of the key decisions that customer has to make in choosing us, both IT infrastructure along with KVM. So we're all about high quality, highly reliable technology, first of all. In terms of the actual functionality of that product, we believe we offer as high a functionality as there is on the market. The fact that we utilize IP to do that is again a huge advantage. There's not the amount of cost there is to maybe invest with more proprietary systems in the switching technology. And ultimately we're seeing all of the other technologies come onto that IP infrastructure. So if a broadcaster is working with some of the big network vendors, they can take advantage of the cost savings they have in putting all of their systems onto an IP platform, being able to bring KVM onto that platform and then being able to share that with their users.
So what's the reason for exhibiting here?
Primarily about networking with our current partners, both system integration partners, reseller partners, and meeting some of our broadcast customers, really. We've got some new technology on stand to show, so we're doing some demonstrations of that product. We're walking people through some of the projects that we've got, making sure we're heading in the right direction with those as well. So yeah, bit of networking, bit of demonstration of new technology, and everything else that comes along with all these exhibitions.
Now do tweet, for anyone watching this, please do tweet any questions that you have for Jamie. Or alternatively, if you're actually here at Excel, Jamie is on stand C06.
Yep, C06.
C06, which is at the front?
Yep, if you come in the front doors, take a turn left and we're right at the end of that corridor. You'll see us. We're actually on stand with a company called Lundhausi, who builds
what's
some...
the connection?
Well, we work with them across Europe and the Middle East. They're a custom manufacturer of broadcast furniture. They're showing a fantastic looking control room desk for MCR implementations, and so we've filled that desk with some KVM equipment to show the desk performing at its best along with our technology.
So good luck with that. KVM, I love that acronym. Keyboard, video, mouse.
Yep, spot on, yep.
Is this a physical product or are we talking software technology?
A little bit of both. Primarily it's hardware, and the product has been a hardware base for the last 15, 20 years as we've been building different technologies through that time. In the last 5 years we've seen a huge adoption of management software to sit in line with those products. So as the products got bigger and more complex, and the hardware and management of that hardware has become more complex, the software is actually becoming the key thing that the customer's purchasing. The KVM has its minimum expectations in terms of performance from a hardware base, and it's the software that really opens up the value of the product more so as we move forward. Okay,
so for anybody watching this that's familiar with your acronym KVM, if they're considering investing, are you renting or buying? Renting or selling?
Selling, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Why would they buy from you?
Okay, so really, ADDER is all about high-performance KVM. We focus on key markets where reliability is really the first thing that the customers are looking for from their systems. So whether that's air traffic control, whether it's a transport application or utilities or security or broadcast, it's all about staying live, staying on air 24/7. So we're working with broadcasters in their most critical environments, their highest rating shows. We're managing the IT infrastructure behind those. So ADDER's all about reliability and quality of product. We still build the product here in the UK, which is a real advantage. We have complete control over the R&D and the manufacturing of the product, so we can ensure that the quality coming out of the factory and out of the design facilities is as high as it can be.
So we have a question now that's been tweeted.
Okay, yep.
Is that, do you tweet?
Yeah, I think you do tweet. Whether it's been tweeted, I'm not sure.
Tweeted, right. A question we got from Twitter. Okay, common challenges customers face.
Yeah, okay. So
should we start with post-production or live broadcast?
Yeah. Post-production, we really about removing the very high-powered machines from the edit suite. So maybe you've got a large HP Z800 pumping out loads of fan noise and power.
So the reason to move them is to eliminate the noise. Yeah,
the first thing is eliminate the noise, the heat, get it into a server room where your engineering team can take good care of that machine. It's not being kicked by an artist or an editor under the desk. They're able to control the life cycle of that PC. The advantage of doing that is that you then have a nice rack-mounted system. PC's going to last for longer. You have more access to it as an engineering team. Through some of our products, we then give the customer the flexibility of defining which PC is allocated to which edit suite at any one time. So you're no longer tying a machine down to a room. The editor can choose which machine they work on, which tools they're using, and flexibly switch between those. So one of the key decisions we made in the development of our AddLink Infinity product was to maintain uncompressed video across IP, which meant that we can use it for the very highest quality video imaging.
And IP, explain a little bit about that. Yeah,
so we're actually encoding and decoding the video signal and the KVM USB signals over a gigabit network.
And what are the advantages of IP technology?
Well, really we can gain a couple of advantages. One is the actual routing of that data doesn't have to come through a proprietary ADDER product. It can go through your HP or Cisco networking, which means that you can build the system to almost any size. You can then start routing that between buildings, as we've done with a couple of post-production companies here in the UK in the last year or so. A good example of that is the farm in Soho, where we've got 4 sites all interconnected by an IP network, and then any user can access any machine from any building.
I'm not familiar. Tell me a little bit about the farm in Soho.
The farm, post-production group based here in Soho.
I have done voiceover in there.
Yep.
Very
so
good.
You've got 4 sites. We mainly have KVM across their Uncle and their William sites. There's some case studies on the ADDER website where you can see some more details, but effectively we've linked those sites with networking based KVM, and then an operator or editor in one building can access another. The engineering team have access to all computers across the campus as well. So yeah, huge advantages of using IP over proprietary systems.
Okay, so Jamie, anybody who's watching this, who's considering investing in your KVM systems, why are you the best?
Okay, so as I said before, reliability first of all, the quality of the product. The fact that we utilize IP is a huge advantage, not only in the design and the implementation and the flexibility, but just in the day-to-day usage. The management of those networks is very easy. The skill set we're finding now in broadcasters for IT is very high. So our customers are quite familiar with how to manage networks. And ultimately our software packages that we use are head and shoulders above many of the offers on the market from our customers. So whether that is the management of our devices, the integration with third-party control systems, or even management from a security perspective with things like Active Directory login. It's really about how easy it is to use the product once it's installed. And ultimately, our job is to sit between the user and the computer. We don't want to make their life difficult in doing that. We want to give them added flexibility. We don't want to reduce the performance of that connection. So maintaining high performance of their computer.
While keeping it simple.
Absolutely, yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
Jamie, any final plugs, any shameless plugs? We have 18,000 people who log in to this live stream.
Ultimately love to see as many people as we can by the stand this week.
Stand CO6.
Stand CO6, Woodland Housey. Come down and see our new DDX product that we have there. Other than that, tweet us at ADDER, or get in touch with us by the website or our email, and we'll be happily come in and see those customers and provide them with a demo on their facility after the show.
So Jamie would like more friends at ADDER.
Perfect.
Okay, love that. We love Twitter followers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Fabulous. Thank you for being part of the KitPlus family.